After weeks of preparing my garden, planting seeds, and getting our spring crops started, everything was finally ready to start growing. Then, I went out of town for a few days. And while I was gone, a late freeze rolled through. James has been watching all the work my friend and I have been putting into the garden. And he's getting excited about fresh fruits and vegetables too. He even went out and bought 4 more fruit trees, 2 pear and 2 apple. Before leaving for Florida, I tried to plant as much as possible. I planted cabbage and lettuce, sweet peppers, hot peppers, tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, more herbs, beets, and carrots. The goal was to get everything started so it could grow while I was gone. Many cool season crops like cabbage and lettuce can tolerate a light freeze, but warm season plants like tomatoes and peppers are very sensitive to freezing temperatures. I tried to plant the fruit trees too, but my tractor had a flat tire. And digging in this clay soil by hand just wasn't happening. So those fruit trees would just have to wait. These are the banana peppers. This row is the jalapeno peppers. We had a great time in Florida and even made it to the beach. But on the drive home, I started hearing about a late freeze moving through Texas. Cold snaps in the spring can be dangerous for gardens. Many vegetable crops suffer damage when the temperature drops below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and extended freezes can kill plants completely. Good morning. This video is going to be a little different than my normal ones. I just got home from visiting a friend of mine in Florida who is sick, and we had a freeze the night before I got home. Had 9 hours of temperatures that were freezing or below in Houston, which is very unusual. So my garden suffered a little, and it is what it is. So I'm going to give you a real quick tour of what has happened and what survived and what we have to deal with now. It's not good. My onions did survive. The onions did survive. Some of the new plants that I had just purchased, the lemongrass and a couple other herbs, some mints and stuff, they don't look like they're going to make it. My mint teas, the apple mint, chocolate mint, the strawberry mint, they all seem to be all right. The volunteers, I'm not sure what that was. I'm thinking it may have been cucumbers. Let's see if I can show you. But they don't look like they survived. I had carrots and beets coming up in this bed as well. I can see a couple of beets left, but most of it is gone. Right before I left, James purchased 2 pear trees and 2 apple trees. The wind has kind of blown them over, but I think they're going to be all right. I can't tell for sure about that one apple tree. It looks like it may have died. And then there's a couple of trees that he was going to plant by the driveway that are not fruiting trees, but they're blown over. I think they'll be all right though. And then the carrots and beets that were in this bed don't look very healthy. I see 1 carrot and a very small cluster of beets right in the very middle, but all the rest of them have died. This is a new peppermint plant that I had just purchased. I think only the tips of some of the leaves got burned with the frost, and it will probably pull through because of the root system that it had. The Italian oregano looks like it will be all right. This one stalk of celery does look like it survived. And the sage will pull through, I'm sure. I have another oregano over there, a different kind. It will be okay. But now, the big garden. The in-ground garden that Faith and I had worked so hard on before we left, getting so many things planted. Let me show you what happened to it. High winds blew over one of the apple trees. Not completely over, it's still on the ground, but it definitely loosened it at the root. I'll have to replant that, stand it up, probably brace it. Both rows of tomato plants are completely gone. I'm not sure if any of the raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, I don't know if, or the blackberries. I'm not sure if any of those, well, there's a strawberry, but I'm not sure if any of the berry bushes survived at all. right here by this blown in piece of cardboard were squash plants and cucumber plants. This side was cucumber, this side was squash. The chickens have been digging up some of it. The wind blew all of the hay and straw off of it that was there to protect it. You can see the potato plants back there. They've not messed with that too much. Hopefully those will be all right. And I need to check on that corn to make sure that the crows and stuff didn't eat that while I was gone. On this side, like I said, both the first 2 rows were tomatoes. That's gone. This third row was lettuce. I believe it's all gone. Didn't see anything surviving on it. The next row was jalapenos and hot peppers. This row right here. I see nothing growing on it. The straw is gone. It all blew away. The next row was banana peppers and bell peppers, sweet peppers, all the way down that row. That's completely gone. There's nothing there. Very little straw, a couple of weeds. If I walk over here past the sweet pepper row right here, which, like I said, is all gone. This next row was kale, and there may be some kale right there. I'll need to watch that. But it was kale in this first half. All I see is grass. The next half was carrots, which I see nothing as far as carrots go. That last row did not have anything planted in it. Here, I planted something right here. I don't remember what it was now. Cabbage. I had cabbages, two different kinds of cabbage planted here. I don't see anything there, but oh, I do see some. I believe those green pieces right there are the cabbage, and I will have to thin those out, the ones that survived. That next row is where I was planning on planting the trees, and the ground was too hard, so I will be pulling the tractor out now that it is fixed and get my trees and some more strawberries planted in that row. And I'll have to purchase some more raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. I'm hoping to get a mulberry tree and get that in there as well. But yeah, we got a lot of work to fix this. I think we're going to try and put a fence up to keep the chickens out of it from now on. But that's not going to stop the winds or the freezing that kind of destroyed my plans this year. So now I'm going to be back at square one and starting over with tomato plants and everything. I may end up just having to purchase them from the hardware store or from Lowe's or somebody if I can find them, because I'm not sure if it's too late to start seedlings in Houston, because it will get really hot really fast. I think we're expected to hit almost 90 this week, possibly today. But I hope you'll continue to join me. I know my garden doesn't look very good right now. Definitely not what I expected it to look like by this time of year. But I promise I will make some progress of some sort. Stick with me. Join us again next time here on the Double N Farm. Gardening has a way of keeping us humble. Some seasons, everything grows beautifully. And some seasons, just start over. Now, the plan is simple. Replant what I can, get those fruit trees in the ground, and keep moving forward. That's the reality of growing food. You work with the weather, not against it.